Hello, it's Anne. Welcome to my channel. So, I think I'm back. I've been away for a good year. Probably since my mum passed away 2 years ago, I've sort of been really struggling with my creativity. Putting a lot of pressure on myself to do art and to try and be, you know, creative and all that, and I think it was doing the opposite. I don't know, and I was just being very kind of negative, I suppose, feeling that what I was doing wasn't good enough, and you know, going down that sort of rabbit hole. So anyway, I've had a very long break. Haven't actually done any art for a good, I think like 9 months. I just packed everything up and just left it and just been not even thinking about it. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, things started to shift, and I wasn't even looking at anything online either. I wasn't looking at pictures or videos or anything. So anyway, I started, you know, looking at things again, and things started to you know, my creativity felt like it was coming back. I started to feel, you know, excited about doing something again. So anyway, I started working on this journal. This is a journal that I wanted to make for my dear old friend. That we've been friends since childhood, and she turned 60 this year, so I wanted to make her a journal, and this is what I've been working on for the past couple of days. So I've just started pulling. I'm going to do it differently now. Before I used to make my cover and bind it and then work in it. I've decided I want to just be more loose and free with my work and try things and then bind it together. And I've decided I just love grungy, and I love everything to be imperfect, and I'm just been working towards that for a long time, not to be so exact with things I do. So anyway, I made this is I watched a video where this lady was making faux rice paper. This is made with tissue paper, and then I just did some printing on there with some acrylic paint, and yeah, anyway, I grunged it up and I decided to have that. This is not the cover. I still have to make a cover for this. I'm thinking of making the cover out of a brown paper bag that I get from shopping. So anyway, this is what I've been working on. I was watching Louise. I'm not sure how to say her channel. Louise Heinzel, I think, or something like that. And I loved her idea with joining different pieces of paper with these bits of paper that you cut, and then I glued it and stitched on it. And this is just a page out of a magazine. I think she's gorgeous. I made a bit of a boo-boo there. When I was working on this, I didn't realise that the glue in there I was working was going through, so it made a bit of thing. So I thought, so I just wrote beautiful on a bit of paper and stuck that there. I think that's turned out just perfectly fine. So anyway, that's just a page from some colouring book or something. So I'm very influenced by Louise in this journal. I just love that grungy look. That's, you know, something didn't realise I was working towards, but that's, and I love just incorporating, because I love doing mixed media, and I just want to incorporate everything into my journal. I love images from books and magazines, and I'm just going to incorporate everything. Before, I was always, you know, thinking things had to be all in these set places, but no, nothing has to be anything. I'm just going to do whatever I feel like doing. And that's another thing. I think that was I had all these, well, not rules, but you know, I felt like I had these things that I had to keep to and not. Anyway, enough about that. So anyway, this is some eco-dyed paper. I think it's watercolour paper that I've eco-dyed. Just love how that turned out. So yeah, I was mucking around with eco-dyeing last week. I bought this old, from a second-hand shop. I bought a, what's it called? A slow cooker. And it's quite deep, so that seems to be working quite well for me. This is one of my digitals, Rhapsody in Blue. So, got that. This is a piece of book paper that I have jelly printed on. This is all old stuff that I've had, and then I've just done a bit of collage with some book paper, magazine image, and some of my jelly printed papers, envelope here. So I've got some tuck spots here. I've got 2 tuck spots in there, so I'll have to make some things to put in there. And just a bit of, I love recycling, so any papers or packaging papers that I get, I like to reuse, and just might do some more printing on that yet, I'm not sure. Some more of my eco-dyed paper that had fallen apart a bit. I love that. Look at that. That's a key, and that's a paper clip, and another key there. Paper clip. I love how they turned out. And this is some paper that I had done some scribbling and stuff on with some water-soluble pencils, and then I chucked that into the eco-dye as well, and then I did a bit of extra printing on there with some ink, and then was making some collages last night. And then that's curtain fabric that I have painted on. And that's a tag that I was making. And these are just magazine pages from magazine, no, not magazine, from a book. A digital print, copy dyed paper, digital print. Just I've just sort of grabbed all sorts of different papers. This is not the final thing at all. This is a jelly print on jelly paper, and some old. This is when I was young. I did after I finished high school, I went and did used to be called a commercial course. So you know, like secretary type of stuff. And this is I found an old file when I still had heaps of stuff from that course, and this is some of the paper, the typing paper. Different, the typing paper back then. It was very thin, and anyway, I've coffee dyed that. And this is a piece of fabric that I had put into the this was on my first attempt with eco-dyeing. The first attempt wasn't as good as the second one. So I decided to use that, and I've got some curtain materials that I've distressed with paints and inks and whatnot, and same as on there. I might go back and do some jelly printing on the fabric, I think, just to add a little more interest. And I've just got different papers. This is some rice paper, a Sudoku book, not jelly print, one of my digital papers. And I'm not sure, I did that. Like I said, most of these papers I've done, it's like nearly 2 years ago that I would have done these. I'm not sure how. I think I did these with some. I had a lot of inks that I was trying to get rid of, and I think I did that. I've got a bunch of papers that look like that. I think I did that with ink. Just some book page. I've got a coffee dyed envelope here that I want to use in there. Yeah, so just, this one here turned out really nice. This is another, this is a vintage music sheet that I've eco-dyed. So anyway, this is just what I'm putting together. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a few videos of working in different parts of here. And then I have quite a lot of other projects on my mind that I want to make before Christmas, because some of these are going to be, some of them will be Christmas presents. So that's about it from what I'm doing now. So I just wanted to come along and share it with you and share what's happening and let you know that I'm back and I'm going to be making some more videos, and I hope you will join me. And I will see you guys next time. I actually have to scoot off. I've got a hair appointment in town, which is just a few minutes away, so I've got to go off and have my hair cut. So anyway, thanks for joining me, and I hope I will see you again next time. Bye for now.